Hey there, welcome back. So riddle me this. Suppose your BFF calls you up and says, hey, I promised I'd make 100 cupcakes for the Little League bake sale and it's tomorrow morning and I'm never gonna get it done. Help! Of course, you being the good friend that you are, you'd roll up your sleeves and you'd help her crank those cupcakes out, and you'd probably help her clean the kitchen too. And just suppose that as you're getting ready to leave, she says, thanks so much, I couldn't have done it without you. Now, what do I owe you? Is $30 okay? No, here, take 40, I insist. That would be weird, right? I mean, how would it make you feel about your gesture to step in and help her out of that bind? The social norms of friendships are about sincerity and gratitude and dependability. And in healthy relationships, there's a sense of reciprocity. You know, I help you because you've been there for me in the past and helped me, and I know the next time I need help, you'll be there again. And turning that gesture into a transaction not only diminishes the value of the gesture, but it also diminishes the value of your friendship. Now let's tweak that scenario just slightly. Suppose your boss calls you and says, hey, I promised the CEO that I would decrease production time on this project. I really need you to be a rock star today so we can deliver. Of course, you being the loyal employee that you are, you don't want to let him down. So you rally and you pedal hard and fast all day long and you make your numbers. And as you're walking out the door, he comes up to you and he says, hey, thanks for such hard work today. We made it, we did it. And he hands you $40. Now your first thought might be, sweet, I could use an extra $40 this week. But how long will that good feeling last? And will it really motivate you to rally again the same way tomorrow? And what if you do rally again tomorrow, but he doesn't pony up the $40 bonus? You know, there are social norms of professional relationships too that are much more than just transactions of work for money. To understand what drives us, Dan Ariely, the author and leading behavioral economist, designed a series of experiments aimed at unlocking the roots of intrinsic motivation. And in one study, he really wanted to measure the impact of incentives on employee productivity. So he conducted this study at a factory with employees who were solely tasked with assembling computer chips. So it was just about numbers. And employees would show up for work and see one of the following email messages announcing a bonus for increased productivity that day. One bonus was in the form of cash. The second was in the form of a voucher for a family pizza. And the third was in the form of appreciation or an expression of gratitude. And those three groups were then compared to a control group that received no email, no incentive. The results on the first day were pretty clear. All three incentives were better than nothing, but the cash incentive showed a gain of 4.9 over the control group. That's pretty good, right? But the pizza incentive and the gratitude incentive both showed greater gains in productivity than the cash. But that's not the best part. The most interesting finding came when they looked at performance over time. The cash group performed 13.2% worse than the control on day 2, 6.2% worse on day 3, and by day 4 they were only 2.9% worse than the control group. It was as if the cash reward was only a motivator on the first day, and then it became a huge demotivator after that. The truth is that the best relationships are not transactional. They are reciprocal. And business is about relationships too. When we are acknowledged and appreciated for our work, we will work harder for the relationship than we will for the money. If you enjoyed this Neuro Nugget, pass it on to someone in your corner of the world. And if you want to learn more about how the brain works and how to make it work better, check out my book, Happier Hour with Einstein, and the full-color companion gratitude journal available now on Amazon.